Good afternoon. We're here in beautiful Sonoma County with Mason Farmani, the Managing Partner and Chief Operating Officer of Barkley Court Reporters in Los Angeles and throughout the state of California. Welcome, Mason. Thank you for taking the time to be interviewed by mylegal.com.
Great. Thank you. Absolutely. It's my pleasure.
Mason, I think you have some exciting news to share with our members of mylegal.com. I know it deals with your closely associated work with the NNRC. So for those of us who aren't familiar with NNRC, could you first tell us what it is and then share with our members the exciting news about your green initiative?
Sure. Well, NNRC stands for National Network of Reporting Companies. And it's been around for many, many years. And it has 50 plus members. And they are usually, you have to be invited or sponsored to join. And there's a lot of requirements. You have to have a minimum amount of technology that you use in your business, in your profession to join. And there's a lot of different things that you have to have. So that's, we get together every 9 months and we brainstorm, and there is somebody from a different region. In other words, from Los Angeles, Barkley Court Reporters is a member, and you can't have another Los Angeles member. So people brainstorm and talk about it, and talk about what they do much freelier, if that's the word, than they would if they go in an organization that their competitors are sitting next to them.
Sure.
So that's NNRC.
So tell us about the new green initiative with your NNRC members.
Yeah. Well,
or the green movement, whichever is more correct.
Well, I'm on the board of directors with NNRC, and we discussed this in the board level first, and we brought the whole concept that, you know, the NNRC is an organization of elite court reporters that are forward-thinking and progressive. And what a great marriage to have all the members of the NNRC make a commitment to have more environmentally responsible practices. So I did a presentation at our last meeting in Jackson Hole, and overwhelmingly everybody responded that yes, that is a great thing to do, and you know, they were probably thinking about doing it and didn't know how to take step one. And I did a presentation with Michelle Cady, Cook from Cady Reporting, and they explained how they had done some of the work, and we explained how we've done it, and all the members said, my God, you know, this is a great idea, let's do it. So we want to become the first agents, the first network of co-reporting firms that are practicing green, having green practices in their profession.
That's very exciting. So what is the timeline for your NNRC members to become green, as it were?
Well, we just made this decision, and we formed our NNRC Green Commission. And as you know, there is no one national or international body that would certify businesses all across the country. So in absence of that, we have formed this commission to come up with the requirements and make sure that the members are all doing that, and as they do it, then we would certify them that they have committed and they are doing these green practices. So time reference is a little hard to tell right now because this is only about 4 or 5 months old.
It's interesting you mentioned, you know, the myth about the cost, and that's always the number one concern. Do you have any statistics that you can share with us about cost savings for each firm annually, perhaps, or monthly, or in whatever other method you have been able to gather your data?
Well, there are a lot of different things that you can do to save money when you advertise that you're green. One of the simplest things you can do is to just email your invoices and say that because we are green and we're more environmentally responsible, we're emailing these to you. And of course there are steps that you have to take. For example, for 3 months before you do it, on all of your invoices you say that we're gonna, as of this date, only email your invoices, and if it's not supposed to go to you, let us know where it's supposed to go to so that it ends up in the right place. That alone, if you consider that it's about 45 to 55 cents for each invoice, and you multiply it by how many invoices you send out every single day, that is a huge savings. And I would say if you're emailing it, don't also mail it. That would totally defeat the purpose. And sometimes in our experience, we also get paid quicker. The biggest saving, however, and that has been one of my goals, is to encourage the whole profession, to encourage their clients to get their transcripts paperless. We did a study, and we took a couple of our offices that did about $10 million a year, and we discovered that we would save around, I don't have the figures exactly, around $250,000 a quarter by not printing and mailing the transcripts. Now that is a huge savings, right? I mean, and people look at that and say, my God, yeah, but attorneys will never go for a paperless transcript. And it takes you to educate them that this is what it takes, and you're not really reading all the transcripts you're getting anyways. So we give everybody a PDF transcript and that they can print, but if they need it printed to file with the court or whatever, we'll print it for them and no charge later on.
Excellent. Well, Mason, one final question. You certainly are recognized within the court reporting industry, as I said, as a pioneer, but perhaps also, most importantly, as your willingness to share your creative ideas and practices with every member of the community, whether or not they're competitors. And I think that speaks highly of your passion for this industry. So tell us a little bit about suggestions for those folks who are not NNRC members, and besides emailing invoices and emailing transcripts, what would be the next step that someone could take in order to go to the next level of that green initiative?
Sure. Well, there's a large list of them, and that's also on our website, and Barkley.com. If you go to the news section, there's a section that says what Barkley has done in order to become certified green. Besides, using environmentally healthy cleaning product, right? And we asked our cleaning people at our offices, and they did it. They put light sensors in our offices, so when there's no activity in our conference rooms and our offices for more than 10 minutes, all the lights shut off. There are just little things that you can do that end up having a huge impact. And it's so interesting that you mentioned that I don't have a problem with sharing these things with the competitors, because I really, really think that when you do the right thing happens to you. And if this is one of those things that you really, really believe, you want the whole world to do it. You can't just keep it for yourself. So, and I really believe also that what makes a company successful is the people that do the jobs and do the work. So for people to take your ideas and do it, will be different. It will not be the same. So there's never a fear of exploring and sharing.
Mason, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate all of the things that you've shared with us today, and we wish you and your company the best of success in the future.